What is up, Cool Kids Club? This is Joey here with episode 2 of our Pokemon Showdown series. This Showdown battle is all about random battles. It was a lot of fun for me, and I hope you really enjoy them. Okay, the first battle we have Kamala versus Palkia at the beginning, which again, I saw the Palkia, I got really nervous. But Kamala luckily had a fairy type move, so we were able to absolutely body it. You'll see that in just a sec. Yeah, play rough. Again, didn't quite one-shot the Palkia, but it definitely did a lot of damage. And then, secondly, we have Kamala versus the Serena, I believe is what it's pronounced, and that did not work as well, unfortunately. We have Aselgor, which tries doing Bug Bust on Tornadus because of the switch out, and just did not work at all. But that's okay. He did have Hidden Power Rock, which was able to do a good bit of damage to Tornadus, but unfortunately Hurricane did one-shot Aselgor. Next, we have Ninetales come in, and I had never actually used an Alola Ninetales, because again, I haven't played the Alola region very much, but I got to see how powered Ninetales is. We're about to see him take out a lot of Pokemon. He just took out the Tornadus, and then Moonblast took out the Absol, and then I believe he brings in the Glalie, and a couple Moonblasts are going to do a lot of damage to that as well. Yeah, Glalie's trying to set up the field with spikes, but spoiler alert, we're not switching out Ninetales anytime soon. Again, Return doesn't do much, and then Moonblast just takes out the Glalie. After that, we have Hitmontop come in, and I absolutely hate Hitmontop, so I was happy to one-shot Hitmontop. Hitmontop killed one of my Pokemon in my Joey Lock series. And then Freeze Stride killed Serena, and Ninetales really just almost swept their team, killed 4 Pokemon on it. Next, we have Castform versus Starmie. This is, again, a second battle in this thing. When I saw Steelix come out, I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to beat it, but Weather Ball almost one-shot the Steelix. If it hadn't been for Sturdy, it probably would have. And then he switched into the Seismitoad, and again, the Weather Ball isn't doing as much, but still doing some pretty good damage. I was pretty happy with it. Again, Castform is a Pokemon I haven't used a lot of, but he was doing pretty good work, working really well. But he did unfortunately die. Delmise really got hurt by the Stealth Rocks, and then Sludge Wave did a lot of damage to it, but he was able to take out the Seismitoad. And then Metachan comes in and does kill the Stelmise. Okay, and then Mewtwo comes in, and that's really where I get excited. Mewtwo is obviously a very good legendary Pokemon and does a lot of damage. Is not able to take out the Metachan before it switches out, but then does use Psy Strike on Starmie, which unfortunately is not very effective, but is still going to do a lot of damage. And then we switch in the Frostlass, really just to, again, try to be able to take up the hit from the Hydro Pump, and again, set up the field a little bit. And then Lucario comes in and really just about to kill the Steelix with the spikes, and then set up a Swords Dance. And again, Psyshock is very effective against Lucario, but close combat's still going to do a lot of damage to Starmie, even though it's not very effective. And then Psyshock unfortunately does kill the Lucario, but Mewtwo comes back in and uses Recover to really get some of his health back. He is able to recover more than Psyshock is able to take out, and then with leftovers, he does get a little bit of health back, and then recovers again, and then again, leftovers is really helping out. Yeah, and then recovers one more time, all the way back up to full health, before again being Sucker Punched, and then Ice Beaming against Desujue. And again, Sucker Punch again really is hurting Mewtwo quite a bit, but Ice Beam is able to take him out. Our last Pokemon is a Moltres that hasn't come out yet, but when I was playing relatively conservatively because I assumed Moltres being a Ho-Oh. Sorry, it's one of the Firebirds. Being able to take out the rest of the team would really be able to help out, especially when I saw his last Pokemon as Tropius. I was like, I got a Firebird, you have a Grass Bird, like I'm gonna kick your butt. We'll kind of see how this one ends in a sec. Again, Ice Beam did a lot of damage to Tropius. But the Citrus Berry does help, and then, yeah, it was Moltres, that's what I thought. But unfortunately, the Stealth Rocks really hurt Moltres, and then we get to see how terrible Fire Blast is. He's just going to constantly miss Fire Blast. That's really why I put this one in here, is just to prove how much I hate Fire Blast, and that my hatred of Fire Blast is warranted. Again, Tropius got almost all his health back from harvesting his citrus berry, and then is able to kill the Moltres, which again was really a little bit embarrassing to me. I was expecting it to be an easy kill, but unfortunately it was not. Yeah, and this is our third and final battle here. We start off with a Passimian versus Kecleon. Kecleon's not a Pokemon I like very much, so I was happy to kill it. I just don't like its ability to change typing. I just don't think it's very helpful. In close combat, did a lot of damage because it starts off as a normal type. And again, Stealth Rocks are not very fun to me. I hate when people play those against me, but it hopefully won't affect the battle too much. Again, we switched out from Ho-Oh because obviously Ho-Oh is a flying type Pokemon. We put Empoleon, and then it also was a great switch because he used Toxic on us, which obviously didn't work. We were able to defog the Stealth Rocks, and then some Swords Dance were used by Mawile, but we were able to knock out most of its health with Hydro Pump. And then he brings in Golem. Again, another Alola form. Again, I haven't used very many Alola forms, so it's fun to see them. And return did do a lot of damage to Empoleon, unfortunately. And then we bring in Heatran and try to just take out the end of the Golem. I have to use Fire Blast again, which again I do not like very much. Yeah, and we used Earthquake against Ho-Oh, which obviously did not do anything. And then we used Protect to try to just waste a little bit of time to help make the Toxic stack up a little more. And then he had Flash Fire, so Sacred Fire was absolutely useless. Yeah, and then Altaria comes in and is burned right away, which is again a very lucky thing. But it was really fun to just be able to use Heatran, another one I hadn't used a lot. I really like the random battles because of that. Like, if I make my own team, I generally use a lot of Pokemon I already know. But it's fun to use the random battles and just see what comes up. And also, I feel like it's generally pretty fair. Dragonite here is taking out the Rapidash. Setting up first with Dragon Dance, really just to try to, again, to try to get a lot of one-shot abilities later. Just really being able to raise up speed and attack is obviously going to do a lot. And Outrage is one of my favorite Dragon-type moves, so I was really happy to see that he had that. And I did not know that this Altaria would not be affected by Dragon Dances, or by Dragon moves. I did not realize it turned into a Fairy type. So we did have to go into Fire Punch. But it was still okay, because with the Dragon Dances earlier, we was able to do a decent bit of damage. But unfortunately, the return did kill Dragonite. But we got to bring out Passimian out again. He had already taken out one Pokemon, and then Rock Slide helped him take out Altaria again. And then Ho-Oh comes back in for the team, and we use Rock Slide again, but we weren't able to actually pull it off. Okay, and then Swampert comes in and is poisoned right away, which kind of stinks, but uses Scald and does a pretty good bit of damage. Swampert's one I like a lot. Again, I like almost all the starters, and Gen 3 is definitely one of my favorites. So seeing a Gen 3 starter on the team was a lot of fun. And again, we were able to do pretty good damage to Ho-Oh, especially with the Toxic. And Sacred Fire is not doing very much at all to Swampert, so that's fun. Scald didn't quite kill it, but with the Toxic and everything, Ho-Oh was down, and we won another battle. Again, tell me what you think about the Showdown series. I really enjoy doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. And you guys have a great day. Bye.